Today I'm going to combine two of my biggest passions and area of research. On the one hand, I have a big passion for brands. Big global brands. Yes, we like that. And on the other hand, I have a passion for sounds, the physical phenomenon known as sound or music. The reason why brands is a big passion of mine is because I believe it affects us more than we think. I mean, it's a part of our culture, it's part of our society, it's everywhere. It's in this hall, it's on our way here, we bump into brands. On our way home, we bump into brands. So they are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. And when something is ubiquitous, it's important, it's present, it's alive, it's interesting. It's everywhere. And I know there's always this one guy who's standing up and saying, I'm not using any brands at all. Never. Statistically, he is. And just by saying this, he's actually a brand. Standing out. And statistically, he has been thinking about a brand at some point in his life. So, why do brands brand themselves? I have an example for you. Let's take an Apple MacBook. Many of you have one. A lot of you have one. And objectively, you look at this box and you see that's a great box and it's functional, it's hardware, it can solve the problems for you. It's a cool thing, right? You can grab it, it's a cool thing. So that what I was just describing there was actually just a product. So, to become a brand, Apple did something to their brand. They were adding human emotions to this cold object. So when you buy an Apple MacBook, you buy into higher self-esteem, you buy into self-development, you buy into confidence and coolness and a lot of human emotions. So that's what you're buying. And that's what a brand is. On the other hand, I have a great passion in sounds. And the reason why sounds and music is so a big deal for me is that I don't believe there's anything like this particular sound or piece of music to take you back to the past, to relive scenarios all over again. To feel happy when you hear a song or a sound. To feel in love again. To feel anger or, joy and happiness. Just by hearing a sound or a piece of music. And that's interesting because it's actually just a sound wave, a vibration in the air, hitting the ear. Such a little thing can actually persuade you to feel butterflies in your stomach and all other human emotions just by hearing a sound. I have an example for you today. How many of you know this sound? A simple sound. It's a bell. And when I hear this sound, I am back in my mother's kitchen, being 4 years old, running out to the street to see this light blue ice cream truck drive down the street. And when I hear this sound, I can almost taste the ice cream again. I can feel the joy I felt back then when I'm standing there looking at the back of the truck to pick my ice cream. Just by a sound. And it's that particular sound. Not any sound, not any bell sound. It's that particular sound of a bell. See, that's exciting, that a sound can do that to you. I mean, we have been using sound for thousands of years. There's nothing new in that. It's used to communicate with. That's simple. But what is interesting here is not how we communicate with the sound, but how it transfers emotions. Sound transfer emotions. That's the exciting part here. So the two isolated areas, brands and sounds, are not particularly interesting, in my opinion. But I believe when you collide them or combine them, then they are interesting. What I want to teach you today, actually, is how to see things without looking. A lot of sounds. And already your brain is trying to dissecate and split the sounds because you recognize them. And your brain is actually trying to draw shapes and colors and fonts and logos because you recognize them. And that's exactly what brands want you to do. To draw an inner picture of something without seeing it. So this is incredibly powerful to have a sound that can paint a picture in your head. So two things, brands and sound, colliding together and create what we call sonic branding, sound branding. Imagine a brand jumping on the back of a sound wave, entering the ear, going straight to emotional part of the brain, because that's what sounds do, music do. And that's exactly what the brains want, because we know we buy with our emotions. We buy with our hearts. Not logical. Emotions. So what I want to leave you with today is that appreciate the sounds around you. Appreciate the sounds of the world that you adore, you care about. Appreciate that particular piece of music that you like. Appreciate them before they turn into brands. Because remember, you can close your eyes, but you can't close your ears. Thank you.